Hey everyone, I'm Charlie, your VP Education, and I hope everyone's had a fantastic Christmas break, feeling really rejuvenated and has managed to get through exams and deadlines without too much stress. So I've been working on so much since I last updated you, and I really can't wait to get into it. So it's been a really busy time in the sector with the Augur Review, which is set to propose some pretty drastic changes to the way universities are funded. It's been a really busy time in the sector with the Augur Review, which is set to propose some pretty big changes to the way universities are funded, set to be released this year. So it's been a key time in our fight against marketisation. Students are under attack by this government at the moment, and now, more than ever, we have to work to ensure that the everyday student is protected from the worst aspects of marketisation, which is eroding our ability to study critically, our mental health, and our opportunities to spend more time with friends. Marketisation inches into every corner of our university experience, and I've made it my mission to fight it on campus at every opportunity possible. So as part of that, I've been spending the last few weeks speaking to hundreds of students at the starts of lectures about what it means to be in employment alongside studying for a degree. This means informing students of their rights at work, what their boss can and can't tell them, and helping students know where to go when something isn't right at work. It's been amazing to talk to so many students about trade unions and the power they hold. I've been covering the importance of solidarity in the workplace, why it's important to have a union which has your back, and victories won by unions in the past, such as sick pay, weekends, and the 8-hour working day. The response from students on this has been fantastic, and it's such a great feeling to really be able to tangibly help students in the here and now. We've also produced this handy guide to give out to students. These will be available from the Jobs Shop and the Advice Service and on reception. It's really great to have something to give to students who are working alongside studying, as it really shows them they're not alone in their struggle to balance between earning and learning. We've also written a report and an analysis on our findings from the hidden fees receipts. By and far, the biggest expenses across the whole university is textbooks, but our findings also confirmed what we'd already suspected and heard from students, which was that for the School of Art, Architecture and Design and Events, Tourism and Hospitality Management, these were the two schools which really had the biggest hidden fees attached to them. So we've now submitted our report to the university, making recommendations which ask the university to work towards covering or mitigating all hidden fees, or being open and honest about course costs when this can't happen. As part of this process, we've asked that work be done to further promote the support which already exists, such as interlibrary loans or the library purchasing system, as well as for the university to reconsider the use of core textbooks, which produce annual editions at super high prices. These recommendations can do a great deal to reduce the amount spent on core texts, but in other areas, such as arts or events management, we're looking into other ways. This includes asking the university to examine courses with high costs and to make sure that all students are aware of them up front, but also to find ways of running the courses without requiring students to buy so much. The next stage for this is to work on the student-facing side, and one of the ways we want to do this is by recording student stories on the hidden fees they've encountered. So the BAME Ambassador scheme is also really taking off now, with the total amount of BAME Ambassadors now at 24. At time of recording. Rose, Sherry and I are now moving forward with the scheme, and we're currently working on putting together the online training for BAME ambassadors sitting on school academic committees so that they really know what to expect and they aren't just going in blind. The scheme's proving fantastic, and it really only seems to keep growing. It's a great way to be able to consult BAME students on everything we do. For example, when putting together the information for students at work pack that I showed you earlier, I really wanted to make sure it included issues which affected BAME students at work, and the existence of the BAME ambassador scheme I could really get a wide range of actually authentic feedback on that. Alongside this, we're also planning a large cross-campus campaign titled My Racist Campus, which should be launching in early to mid-March. We're still working on the specifics of what this will be, and have begun to schedule in some campaign planning sessions with the BAME ambassadors. We're hoping the main function of this campaign will be to highlight the structural racism at all levels at the university, whether that be in social circles, in lectures, or at the sort of university management level. The idea is to get through to the university as well as the wider student population on why these issues are so important. We've also been preparing for Course Rep Conference, which takes place on the 19th of February. This will be centred around the BAME attainment gap and why it should matter to every single student here, and how every student has the power to really help change it. This will include a large reading list audit involving all the course reps, sessions on like the racist history of Ernest Beckett, who the university was named after, and much more. Alongside all the work I've done on my objectives, the usual meetings with the university have been like ticking along. One of the things that has really come out of these meetings is that the university is considering reducing the penalty for late submissions on assessments. And it would be really good to hear some of your feedback on what you think of the idea. I think it's a good idea, but it would be really good to hear what the wider student body thinks. So that's about it for now. I'm really happy with how my objectives are going along, and keep a lookout for all these campaigns, as they should be really starting to take off over the next couple of months. And I'll see you soon.